Hello everyone, I'm Vinita and welcome to my channel Hopeful Turns. This video is part 2 of the Crochet for Beginners series. In my earlier video, I had talked about what are the things or the tools and supplies that a beginner would need to start crocheting. And in today's video, we'll see how to make a slip knot. Now, in case you have missed the first part, I'll link that up in the description box as well as in the I button. You can check that up. Now we'll start how to make a slip knot. I'll be here discussing two methods. There are plenty of methods to make a slip knot. I'll be just telling you how to make slip knot in two different ways. You can choose whichever way you feel comfortable. Okay. Now to make a slip knot, I've taken my yarn here. Now this is your tail end and this yarn goes to your ball. So take your tail end and then I'm going to take my two fingers and then wrap this thing around my fingers like an X. Okay, I'll show you. So this is your tail end. I'm going to wrap it around my two fingers to make an X. So make an X like this. All right. Now gently take this loop out of your fingers and you have to pull this yarn. This yarn is called your working yarn. Okay, the yarn that goes to your ball is called your working yarn and this is your tail end. So these are a few terminologies that we quite frequently used in crochet. So this is your tail end, this is your working yarn. You have to pull your working yarn through this loop here. So for that I'm going to take the working yarn like this and then I'm going to pull the working yarn through this loop like so. So this forms my slip knot. I'll show it again. So just to undo this, what you have to do is you have to just pull it like this. The slip knot will come under. So we'll make it once again. So take your yarn, loop it around your fingers like an X. Now gently take the loop off. Now pull the working yarn through this loop. So bring it like this and then pull it. So this forms a slip knot. Once you have your slip knot, take your hook, pass it through the loop and then you can just pull your working yarn so it will become small and it will tighten up on your hook. So this becomes your slip knot. The slip knot, when you are pulling it, you should not pull it very tight and it should not be very loose. It should be such that it glides smoothly along your hook. So this was the first way of doing a slip knot. Now when I tried to teach my son, 7-year-old son, how to make a slip knot by this method, he was not able to follow it. So I have one more method. Hopefully if you are not able to follow it, you should be able to follow this method. So for that I'm using the table here. This is my tail end. Now what I'm going to do is, keeping this here, I'm going to make a small loop like this. All right. Now here I have a loop here and this is your working yarn, this is your tail end. Now through this loop I'm going to pull my working yarn. So I'll put my fingers like this and pull the working yarn through this loop. Same method we are following, it's just that the other one was in the air and this I'm using a table for it. So here you have got your slip knot. You just pull it like this, it becomes smaller, and if you pull it very nicely, it just vanishes. Okay, I'll show you once again. So this is your tail end, this is your working yarn. I'm going to take my working yarn and make a small loop like this. It is going over it. Now through this loop I'm going to pull my working yarn. So like this, you go ahead and pull it. So this completes my slip knot. Take your hook, put it inside this loop and just pull on your working yarn. It will become smaller. See, it is getting smaller and then it should be such that it just fixes on the or attaches itself on your. Don't make it too tight, don't make it too loose. It should be such that it should glide. So this is your first knot. This is called your slip knot. So this was the two methods to make a slip knot. There are plenty others. You can explore that if you want to. Hope you could make your first slip knot. And do let me know in the comment box which method you prefer, the first method or the second method. So see you in the next video. Until then, bye.